Welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to recreate a set of press-on nails that Kirsty Meakin done. I watched a video last night and I thought, let me have a go at those. I've used a similar colour, but not all of the colours are the same. She used a lot of blues in hers, but I used a few pinks and some silvers and some whites and whatever. So I will put a description, the name of all the colours of the gels that I've used. It's all Premier Gel today, in the description box below, so you can see the colours I've used. Try it. You can either try it and see if it works or don't. It's up to you. I mean, I don't know. I enjoy making these videos, and you know what? I love the fact that I've got people watching them. I do feel like, I'm not sure. It's really weird. It's really strange. It's like there's 116 people that actually follow me and watch my videos, and I feel I'm absolute pants. Not that great. Do you know what I mean? I just sit there and, you know, I plagiarise other people's ideas. Not always. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, it's like, can't come up with your own idea, Mish. Just copy someone else's. You know, the thing is, I've got so much stuff. I've got too much stuff, to be honest with you. And then I'll sit there and look at it and I think, what am I going to do? If I probably had a couple of items, I'd be like, oh, let me do this and let me do that. But because I've got way too much stuff, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I sit at my desk and I just go, what do I do now? Anyway, let's get back to the video at hand. So this is called Midnight. As you can see, that is one amazing blue. You put a really thin coat, because you're building up layers of coats and it's a press-on nail, you really should build up thin layers, right? Because you don't want it to look really cheap and tacky. So this is it with one layer. So what I did was I baked it in my LED light for 30 seconds, gave it a second layer, and then baked that for 30 seconds, and then I gave it a non-white top coat and baked that for 30 seconds. So now I'm going in with my colours. I can't remember the name of the colours. I will put the link in the description box below so that you can see the colours that I've used. I've never done a marbling like this before, so this is my first ever attempt, to be honest with you. Never tried it. I mean, I do marbling with acrylic, and if I do marbling with gels, I usually put it directly on the nail and just pull a brush through or a dotting tool or something through to make that colour. Now, to be honest with you, if I thought about it, I could have done it that way. It might have been easier for me to do it like that. But I didn't think about it until just this very second. But hey ho! Right, so as you can see, I'm just putting the colour, laying the colours down in lines, in rows. I think the silver that I used was too thick. It had big clumps of glitter in it, and I wanted to keep it all one brand. I didn't want to mix my brands. I wanted to keep my brands the same. So I don't think I've got a fine glitter in silver from Premier Gel. I do have it in Model 1s, but not in Premier Gel. But you know, I tried to go with a fine liner brush with the glitter, but it just didn't happen. Anyway, so what I did was I got a Trident brush. This one, I didn't know that's what it was called until I saw Kirsty's video. And what you do is you just go through the gel and you just pick up a whole load of gel. Now, it might have been better if I used a different brush. I weren't sure. I don't know. I bought a whole load of brushes from Model 1s. I didn't know what to do with them. I just saw things and bought them. I went through a phase of just buying loads of stuff. I thought, I've got rid of them brushes. I've never used them. I've had them for almost a year. This is the first time I've ever used them. Ever. So, I just do things like that. I do apologise. I'm out of shot again. As always. But what I am doing, I believe, I've got a record box in front of me so I can't see what I'm doing. I'm just dragging the colour through. And what brush am I using? Oh, I'm using my fine liner brush. So what I've done is I've put the brush down with the colour and I've just dragged it through and let that colour just sort of fall off the brush onto the nail. Put it in the swirl going down anyway, as you can see, like that. Looks pretty. And then what I did was I got my fine liner brush and I just went through with a bit of colour, like a bit of silver, or if you needed a little bit more white or a bit more pink, I just done that. So again, with this finger, as you can see, I just go through, and as you go through, you just sort of roll your brush to get that colour to fall off your brush onto your nail. And then you can get your detailing brush and you can just drag colour through that you want. you know, until you're happy with the design. Once you're happy with the design, you can just bake that in the oven, gas mark 4 for half an hour. No, put it in the LED light for, I put them in with the marble on top, bake that for a minute under my LED light because it was quite thick, it shouldn't be, but it was like, you know, because it's layers of gel, it was quite thick, so I just baked them for a minute just to make sure that they'd baked solid all the way through. Now what I'm trying to do is, I was going to do an outline like Kirsty did with a bit of foil. So I got some base coat and I've done a line, and then I thought, right, okay, got my foil, cleaned it. So hold on, let me start again. So with the base coat, I put it around the edge, baked it under my light for 30 seconds under my LED light. And with your foils, what you're meant to do is lay it on the shiny side, so the dull side's facing up. Get a bit of rubbing alcohol on a lint-free cloth and just wipe the dull side. You're just taking off any dirt or any dust or anything that's stuck on there, and it will help it stick to the nail. So I'm cleaning that. I've got my nail out. I crossed my fingers and I tried it. It was like, nope, that ain't happening. Look, see, it's not sticking. So no, I left that bit slow just so you can see that didn't work. Then I realised I had some foil glue, so I thought, let me try it again. So I got a new piece of foil, different type, and I got my brush, and what I did was I just cleaned the whole nail off with some rubbing alcohol before I put this down. So the same as I did before, but now you can see what I've done. I went round the outside with the foil glue and made sure I just touched just a bit of the pink and the bit of the blue. Just a little bit, nothing great, do you know what I mean? You only want a thin line, you don't want nothing massive and huge. You're only doing an outline really. So you just go around it, and once you're happy with that, I baked it under my LED lamp for, I think, let me see. I think I baked it for a minute, because you're actually meant to bake it for a minute. So with the Model 1's foil glue, you bake it for a minute under LED, or 2 minutes under a UV lamp. Right, so I'm pushing it on, and I'm quite happy, and this one popped off. I was proper gutted. Right, so I'm touching it. I'm really gutted I'm touching it. But anyway, as you can see, I've got the effect that I'm trying to look for, really. So once you're happy with the way it looks, I just got a bit of top coat, and you just go over the middle bit. That's all you do, is just go over the middle bit, and then you get your fine liner brush and you just push it up to the edge of the silver. Like, just go over the silver, don't go into the blue, just go up to the silver and follow that line round. Don't worry if you've got any silver on the blue bit, it will come off, because you're not going to top coat that, you're only top coating the marble and the silver bit. Right, and once you're happy with that, bake it under the LED light 30 seconds, and then you take it out. And then what I did was, I got a piece of rubbing alcohol on a lint-free cloth, and I just wiped it really madly, and it actually takes it off the blue, which I was really happy about. See, bit of glue on there, and again I just went round the nail, followed the outline of the marble. Now I think, yeah, this is my middle finger. I made that white bit at the top a bit clumpy. When I put the nail on, it looked a bit bulky, so what you'll see at the end, it looks a bit bulky, but what I have done is I've just rubbed it down, put a little bit of top coat on it. I've actually stuck them on my finger and now I can't get them off, so I might just leave them. Let's see, I've got silver all on the blue and everything, proper gutted. But it's not the end of the world, and to be honest with you, it wasn't perfect either, which isn't a problem either, because one, I'm not a perfectionist like that, and two, it adds a bit of like character to the look, I suppose. So see, I just got a bit of rubbing alcohol on a cloth, and I just rubbed that puppy really hard and get as much of that silver off the blue as I possibly could. And to be honest with you, I'm quite happy. I think I've got quite a lot of it off. So there you go. So I've got my matte top coat, and what you do is with the matte top coat is you just go up to the line of the silver and you just paint it on. So you can either use the brush, or you can use your detailer brush if you feel you have to, and go over with your detailer brush. So I just added a little bit to the tip of my brush just to make sure that it was going up to the edge and that I had enough to cover, and I can go around the side of the nail, whatever else I needed to do. So yeah, that's all I did really. I'm not sure if this video is in some sort of order, because I just sort of like recorded a bit, stopped a bit, recorded a bit, and I'm just like doing in and out the lamp a bit too much at once, do you know what I mean? So this is it. This is what it looks like. And again, just go over the top. So what I did was I done one nail, put it under the light and started the next nail. And then when I finished that nail, put that under the light, brought the first one out, and then I've done the base coat, the matte coat. So I sort of done it like that. So as you can see around the top of this one, it's a proper mess. But what I did was I just made sure that with my fine liner brush, I didn't go over it. Just literally went over the marbling. Baked that in the lamp for 30 seconds. And then I just got my lint-free wipe with some rubbing alcohol, and I just rubbed and rubbed and rubbed, and it came off. So I wasn't really too fussed about it. I was quite happy with it. To be honest with you, I'm quite happy with them. I think I need to get myself some better looking tips that cover a bit better, because these were just a cheap set of tips that I bought off of eBay. Actually, they're AliExpress. This is them done. God, I didn't even realise. Yeah, see, they don't look too bad. They look alright. See, that one's a bit bulky around the tip, around the top. A bit too bulky, so I filed it a bit. But as you can see, look, it don't sit perfect on my finger either. But to be honest with you, if you're gonna make yourself a set of stick-on nails, it's not like you're going under bright light. You're gonna go either to a club or to a restaurant. So it's not a point of, oh, everyone's gonna like, oh, really inspect your nails. You can just go, yeah, they're nice, thank you. You haven't got to stick it in their face. But this is them done. I'm really happy with those. I'm so happy with these. And they're on. I'm going to wear them to work tomorrow and see what people say. But as if they last. But these stickers, man, I put on them, they're so good. But yeah. Anyway, so this is them done. I'm going to show you a little video of what the blue looks like, because I put them on a see-through tip, so you can really see them, and they're amazing. Look, I really am happy with those. Sorry about the cuticles, but life is what it is. This is them finished. I'm so over the moon with them. And here comes a video. I don't know if you can see the tips. Can you see through them tips? Look, the blue. It's translucent. Love it. Absolutely love it. Thanks for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I shall see you in my next video. See you later. Ta-da. Bye.